Have you seen this video on YouTube yet?
I think a lot of people don't realize how massive the positive impact AI is going to have on their life.
Well, I would argue that the idea that this AI disruption doesn't lead us to human catastrophe is optimistic. For example, people are going to be unemployed in huge numbers.
You agree with that, don't you?
Yes, if your job is as routine as it comes, it's gone in the next couple of years. But it's going to create new opportunities for wealth creation.
Let me put it to you this way. We have created a new species and nobody on Earth can predict what's going to happen.
So if you haven't seen it, yes, it's going viral. And I want to share with you how you can actually use what's being said instead of just watching it go by like another trend. You've probably seen the headlines. Now, that's not just clickbait. It's already happening. But here's what no one's telling you. While the world is busy watching what's disappearing, very few are paying attention to what's emerging. This isn't the end of jobs. It's the end of old roles and the beginning of something entirely new. And I want you to hear this. The most important story that you will ever create is the one you choose to live next. Crystory AI exists because it's time to co-author that story with a tool set this powerful and a voice that is still yours. So let me show you what's on the other side of chaos, because the opportunity here, it's enormous. Listen, every big economic revolution creates two types of people. So you have the ones that adapt early and the ones who get replaced. Now, we saw it during the Industrial Revolution. We saw it again with the internet. We then saw it with social media. Now we are in the AI era. But here's what makes this different. The barrier to entry is lower than it's ever been. And the speed of change, way faster. The difference now is if you wait, you don't just fall behind, you get left behind. So let's take a look at this one.
To a degree, it's almost as if we've just invented a new continent of remote workers. There's billions of them. They've all got a master's or a PhD. They all speak all the languages. Anything that you could call someone or ask someone over the internet to do, they're there 24/7 and they're 25 cents an hour, if that. If that really happened, like if we really did just discover that there were a billion extra people on the planet who all had PhDs and were happy to work for almost for free, that would have a massive disruptive impact on society. Like society would have to rethink how everyone lives and works and gets meaning. And that's if it just stays at a median level of intelligence. Like it's pretty profound.
He says, to a degree, it's almost as if we just invented a new continent of remote workers. Did you catch that? Billions of them, all fluent, 24/7, 25 cents an hour. That part right there, that's the new competition. You're no longer just competing with local candidates. You're competing with a billion digital minds that work faster, cheaper, and never sleep. But here's the good news. You don't need to outpace them. You need to partner with them, because AI isn't here to destroy your value. It's here to amplify it, if you know how. So let's watch this.
I imagine it almost like a marathon race. And AI has two superpowers. One superpower is to distract people, such as TikTok algorithm.
That's right.
And the other superpower is to make you hyper creative. So you become a hyper consumer or a hyper creator. And in this marathon race, the vast majority of people have got their shoes tied together because AI is distracting them. Some people are running traditional race. Some people have got a bicycle, and some people have got a Formula One vehicle. And it's going to be very confronting when the results go on the scoreboard and you see, oh, wait a second, there's a few people who finished this marathon in about 30 minutes. And there's a lot of us who finished in like 18 hours because we had our shoes tied together. And I can't understand, if we've got equal opportunity, why there's so much disparity between how fast, I'm using an analogy, but this idea that, a lot of people are going to start earning $1 million a month. And a lot of people are going to say, hey, I can't even get a job for $15 an hour.
Okay, so AI has two superpowers. One is to distract you. The other is to make you hyper creative. Most people have their shoes tied together. Some are running a marathon and others are flying past in a Formula One car. This is exactly why most people will miss it. They'll get caught up in the hype, in the doom scrolling, the entertainment of it all. And before they know it, they'll look up and wonder, wait, how did everyone else get so far ahead? So the truth is, the race already started. Some people are still looking for their shoes. Others are building multi-million-dollar businesses right now. So you might ask, what can I actually do now? Well, let's watch one more time.
I think we live in the most interesting time in human history. So for the single mother that's listening, for someone who wouldn't be the stereotype of a tech bro, don't assume that you can't do this stuff. It's never been more accessible. Today, within your work, you can be an entrepreneur. You don't have to take massive risk to go create a business. quit your job and go create a business.
Okay, so did you hear that? Don't assume you can't do this. You don't need to quit your job or take massive risks. It's never been more accessible. That's what Crystory AI is about. This isn't about being a tech bro. This is about taking the pen back and writing a life that's actually feeling like yours. So whether you're rebuilding, starting over, or finally ready to bet on yourself, this is your time. This is your time. And if you do have a small business, I've got one more for you. Watch this.
So I think that small teams have infinite leverage now, and that when you have a team of, say, 5 to 10 people who share an incredible passion for a meaningful problem in the world, and they want to see that meaningful problem solved, and they come together in the spirit of entrepreneurship to solve that problem, that little 5 to 10 person team, armed with the technology that we now have available, you can have a big impact. You can make a lot of money, you can have a lot of fun, you can solve meaningful problems in the world, you can scale solutions, you can probably do more in a 3-year window than most people did in a 30-year career. And then that little band of 5 to 10 people could either go together onto a new meaningful problem, or they could disband and work on other meaningful problems with different teams.
So let's stop right there. So small teams have infinite leverage now. A group of 5 to 10 people can do everything in 3 years what used to take 30. You don't need a giant team. You don't need to be funded. You need a mission, a few right tools, and the courage to start, because in this era, small and smart beats big and slow every single time. So when I think about myself, not long ago, everything in my life changed. I walked away from a version of myself, a life that I had built for decades, because I knew I couldn't keep living a story that wasn't mine anymore. There was no plan, there was no safety net, just a quiet knowing and the fire to rebuild something real. I've spent over 20 years helping entrepreneurs and brands grow. I've worked with iconic names, I've led teams, I've built marketing strategies, I've coached business entrepreneurs. But this time I knew it had to be different, because deep down, I've always been obsessed with tools, systems, and making things work better. I just didn't know that tech, and specifically AI, would be the thing that helped me to reclaim my power. Now I'm using that experience to help others do the same, to build a new story with the right tools in the moment where everything is shifting. And I'm here to walk you through, because I've lived what starting over actually feels like. And it's not always easy, but you can do it. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but where do I even begin? That's exactly what I asked myself. And let me be real with you. I wasted time trying to figure it all out on my own. So today I want to give you a shortcut. These aren't just any AI tools. I handpicked them because they're simple, powerful, and aligned with where you might be on your journey. So whether you're starting from zero, whether you're building momentum, or you're ready to go to that next level, let me walk you through 3 tools that I believe could change everything for you, just like they kind of did for me. So tool number 1, hopefully you have tried this tool. It's ChatGPT. Why I chose it? It's the most beginner-friendly tool in the world. You don't need to know what to ask. Just start asking. What it does is it helps you write content, emails, business names, product ideas, and customer replies. It's kind of best for beginners, solo entrepreneurs, content creators, overwhelmed moms, anyone needing a second brain. My pro tip for it would be to be specific. Don't say write a blog, say write a blog post for moms over 40 starting a business using AI tools. That context unlocks its power. So let me give you tool number 2. It's called Durable AI Website Builder. Why I chose it is because momentum matters. Most people get stuck on, I don't have a website. This solves that in 30 seconds, okay? What it does is you answer 3 questions and it builds a fully designed website instantly. It's best for freelancers, it's best for coaches, service pros, and anyone kind of selling a skill or an offer. My pro tip for that is to use Durable to start and then refine over time. You can launch fast and you can look legit, okay? Tool number 3 is Cast Magic. Now, why I chose it is because your voice is valuable. This turns it into money. So what it does is you record your voice or your podcast and you upload it. You can get blog posts, newsletters, tweets, LinkedIn posts, and so much more. It's best for podcasters, coaches, educators, and creators who want to repurpose content easier. And my pro tip would be use this weekly. Record your ideas while driving or walking and just let Cast Magic turn them into assets. You become prolific without the burnout. So You've got 3 tools, and you might say, I'm still not sure where to begin. So that's exactly why I built the AI Confidence Quiz. It'll help you figure out your current skill level and what your next best step should be. And if you're serious about starting now, you can join the Smart Start series. It's a 3-day crash course where I'll walk you through how to pick your niche, how to set your tools, how to launch your first AI-powered income stream, because the sooner you start, the faster you grow. Now, my final words for this is you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be early. You just need to start, because the new story starts with you and AI.